Hello and welcome back. We're going to learn the next part of the Earl of Salisbury's Pavane. I'll just play it for you though so you can hear what we're going to be learning. Going to be learning this section first. And this is how it's played. Your first thing you're going to play is a very simple two-note chord. You start off with your middle finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret. That's an E, and your thumb plays that note, and your middle finger or your first finger plays the open 2nd string. So there's your first little two-note chord on the 4th and 2nd string, and you follow that up by a single note. Keep your middle down and add your first finger to C and play that note on the 2nd string. So you just play that note by itself like that on the 2nd string. So we start off, that's where we got to, and then we complete a C chord shape and stretch our 3rd finger over to the 5th string, 3rd fret, and play that note with our thumb. That's a C. So this whole little part is really based almost on a C chord itself. One more time. There. And then there. And then for our next chord, we move these two fingers across the strings. So our middle finger is on A and our 3rd finger is on F. And we play those two like that. Probably with the thumb, the right hand, and the index finger, I would suggest. So from the beginning we have, and then while that chord is ringing, we put our little finger down on the 3rd fret, 2nd string for a D. So we have like that. One more time. And that's how we go on. I'll just show you what I did there. Now keep your little finger down, lift off, and hit the open 4th string with your thumb. Again. And then lift your little finger off and hit the 3rd and 2nd string together as a chord, the G and B. So we have like that. Again. And then we put our 3rd finger back on C on the 5th string, and we hit this chord. Now that's thumb on the 5th string, and index, middle, and 3rd finger of the right hand curled around the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st string of the guitar. Like that. And then we get two single notes, D with the little finger, and C on the 2nd string with the 1st finger. So it's... And notice I kept the 3rd finger down on the bass string of the guitar, the 5th string that is, the bass note, and I let it ring throughout the chord and the single notes. I'm just going to play that for you now. And that's the timing. One more time. Here's something to watch out for. After you've played that C, keep that 1st finger on C down while you reach over for this C, like that. Because you don't want notes to chop off, you see, like that. Hold. You can even hold that C down until you get to this chord here. Watch. Then you get this nice smoothness between each note and each chord. So you keep the little finger down. Now the next part takes place with what I call a mini bar at the 8th fret. This is the 8th fret, and your middle finger on the 9th fret of the 3rd string. I'm just going to play you this part. Now that's the timing, and that's how it sounds. So we start off with our mini bar at the 8th, middle finger on the 3rd string, and we start by playing the 3rd and 2nd string together as a chord, and then the 1st string later as a single note. Now you may wish to use your thumb and index finger of your right hand, or just use your index and middle finger to play that first chord. It's up to you. And then while those are ringing, you add another note on the 4th string at the 10th fret with your 3rd finger, and you play that as a single note with your thumb. Like that. Now going on, we do a bar. We bar the 10th fret, the 1st, 2nd and 3rd string, and we play the 3rd and 2nd string as a chord, and the 1st string as a single note. And then we reach over to the 12th fret with our 3rd finger and play that with the right hand thumb on the 4th string. So just to back up a little bit, we have again. Then we go to a nice little chord. 1st finger on the 7th fret, 1st string, middle finger on the 8th fret, 2nd string, and we hit that as a chord. I'm doing a little vibrato there with 2 fingers. So I'll just play this for you. And then we get this chord following down here. So after this chord, you place your fingers down here. Little finger on the 12th fret, 1st string, 3rd finger on the 12th fret, 3rd string, and 1st finger on the 10th fret, 4th string. And you play the notes you're pressing down as a chord. I recommend your thumb, right hand thumb on the 4th string, index finger on the 3rd, and 3rd finger of your right hand on the 1st string. And you hit that as a chord. Then from there, we drop the little finger back to the 10th fret, play that as a single note. So from the beginning of the section, and we have one more chord to go. We bar on the 7th fret, the first 4 strings, and we hold down a D minor shape. That is, it's not really a D minor, but it's the same shape borrowed from D minor. And we press, I'll just go over each finger, got the bar on the 7th fret covering the 4th string, middle finger goes 8th fret, your 3rd finger goes on the 3rd string, 9th fret, and your little finger on the 2nd string, 10th fret, and we play that as the chord there, like that. I'm just going to play for you what we've learnt so you can get the sense of the timing, just to conclude the lesson. One more time. But it's the same shape borrowed from D minor, and we press, I'll just go over each finger, got the bar on the 7th fret covering the 4th string, middle finger goes 8th fret, your 3rd finger goes on the 3rd string, 9th fret, and your little finger on the 2nd string, 10th fret, and we play that as the chord there, like that. I'm just going to play for you what we've learnt so you can get the sense of the timing, just to conclude the lesson. One more time.